This one is our last game from our 51st ICA prize money chess tournament. So this game is played between Rishabh and Akhilan. Rishabh played with white pieces here and Akhilan black pieces. The game started with e4, then black replied here e6, which is French defense, then d4, trying to control the center more here, d5, e takes d5, which is exchange variation of French defense, e takes d5. It is now becoming open game here, and f3, then we have an f6, bishop e2, bishop f5, trying to control the whole diagonal and in future trying to put some pressure on the c2 square, and c3, bishop b4. Okay, here bishop b4 is not bad move, but better was to play c6 to create nice pawn structure here. Then we have bishop d6. It is the common development in this one here. Even bishop e7 is also possible, but bishop b4 is not that much strong here actually. So okay, no problem. After bishop b4, bishop d2. Here actually white was scaring. I think my opponent will capture my knight here and it will create double pawn for me. Maybe it is minus position for me. Actually it is not like that. Just assume that white is doing short castle, which is one of the good move here. Now black, if black capture this one, it doesn't matter for white actually here. So pawn takes c6. Even it is better for white here in this position now actually, because you can see that black lost his bishop pair but white is still having his bishop pair, and this pawn can be exchanged in future, near future, very quickly by playing c4. So white is gaining one semi-open file. So that is the strategy actually here. So there, for that reason, bishop d2 is this is only defending the position actually. This defense is not required here in this position. So short castle we have, then short castle white side, and c5. So here black is trying to play aggressively here. So black is trying to gain some space on the board, which is okay. It is a good initiative by black actually here. A very good fighting strategy here also. Now we have c takes d takes c5, then bishop takes c5. Everything is equal now here. Now bishop e3, which is mistake move by white here. Now you can pause the video, try to understand why bishop e3 is mistake move. So after bishop e3, actually now black can create one permanent weakness on the board. And what is the permanent weakness? Bishop takes e3, white is forced to capture with f pawn, and we can see that this pawn is backward pawn. So even it is isolated pawn also. So black can put some pressure in future on this one by playing rook e8. So trying to take the pawn, then white has to support this pawn, suppose like that queen d2. So there are a lot of pressures, and then nc6. It is a very nice position for black actually here, and white has this permanent weakness. So in top level chess, black can win the match here actually. Now let's go back. But here in this position, black was a little bit rushing, I think. So immediately black played bishop d6. So coming back, it is okay, but not the best one actually. Okay, here now white's good move is to exchange the bishop here. White made one blunder move here, which is n takes d5. White was thinking that he has two attackers. Black has only one defender, so he can take the pawn here free of cost. Actually, it is blunder move. After taking this pawn, now white will be losing this knight completely free of cost. Why? After knight takes d5, white cannot take the knight back. It means white's knight is gone. If white try to take the knight back, if white try to take the material back, then white queen is gone. You can see bishop takes h2, which is called discover attack. So king is busy to save himself, and then black can take the queen free of cost. It was very huge opportunity for black to win the match here, but it was not happen in the game actually. So Akhilan missed this opportunity here. I think black should do some discover attack puzzles for practice here, then it will not be happen next time. And white should be careful for the discover attack here. Even before capture anything, white should think properly about the discover attack here. So let's see what was happened in the game. Sorry. Yeah, after capturing this one, black played ng4. Here it was winning for black. Now it was advantage is minus 3.23 for black. But after ng4, which is blunder, now advantage is for coming for white here. Now white has 2.07 advantage. So ng4, maybe black was trying to capture this important bishop, I think. Okay, but here actually white has very good reply. He can save the bishop pair by playing this one. So here white played h3, which is a little bit dubious move here actually. Now knight takes e3, knight takes e3. Still white has advantage. Why? Because white has material advantage on the board. You can see that white has one pawn extra, and black is okay with his development, but for making it draw, black has to fight well here actually in this position. Now bishop e6, so trying to set up the bishop on a perfect square. Then queen e1, which is little bit passive move. I think white was trying to bring his queen like that or some other squares. Now nc6, developing the minor piece by black here. Rook d1, trying to create one pin, put some pressure on d6 bishop. So queen c7, which is correct move. Now queen c3, so white is bringing his queen outside for fighting here and trying to make some pin at the same time. Here you just focus one thing. Black has one pawn less. At the same time, black has no defender on his king side. It looks like black is not taking care of his king. So all of you know that this f3 knight is the usual key defender, one of the normal defender for white, and f6 knight also normal defender for the black here. So you can see that black has no defenders on the king side. So in future some danger can come. Bishop b4, trying to attack on the queen. Then queen d3, rook e8, again attacking on the queen. Queen e4. Now bishop takes a2, which is actually unnecessary move here. So here actually black's tempo is very important, black's development is very important, even black's defend it's very important, because black has some risk here on the king side. You can see that white can set up his king side attack by playing this one to attack on this one, even bishop d3 to attack on this one. So many attacks are there for white. So here computer's best recommendation is queen e7 and trying to support stop this knight here. Even queen f6 can become in future, but black was trying to take his material back. You know that black has one pawn less, so black was trying to take the material back, but it is the wrong timing to take the material back. Now white played bishop d3, so trying to attack on this one, trying to go for checkmate. So the only one move is g6 to stop this here actually. So but black played rook e8, which is actually blunder move here. Then queen takes h7 check, king e8. Now white played one nice move here, and f5. You can see that black has no defender, the king is totally exposed here. Now it is checkmate pattern, so it is very difficult for black to save his king here. Advantage is now 18.7 here. So here black played n d4 and then queen takes g6. Game is over here. It is checkmate. So what is the good lesson here in this game? You have to keep some defender in your king side. Otherwise, it can be very dangerous for your king. In this game, it was exactly happened. You can see that black was not having any good defender on his king side, and white took the opportunity from here. You can see that, and white took the opportunity on this side. Just assume that black is having one knight on this f6 square, then white cannot do anything on the king side. I'm not saying that you have to set up your knight always. Sometimes bishop can be sit here, or your pawn structure can make you strong. So like this kind of common defense you have to keep in your king side. So that is one of the good lesson. Next time you take care, everybody. Thank you, everyone.